Hello everyone, welcome to my brand new Let's Play series of the Banner Saga 3. I'm Colonel RPG and I'm very happy to have you here with me as I start a blind playthrough of this game that I've been waiting for more than 2 years. The folks at Stoic were very kind to send me a key so I could cover it with a little bit closer to release. I did buy the first two games and I enjoyed them quite a lot. Even though my memory is a little bit hazy on some aspects. I do remember some of these characters. I remember her being Juno. That's a name that I like a lot, so that's easy. And these two were definitely the main characters of the second game, in my opinion anyway, although Alette was still a prominent character of the second game. And we're gonna watch a brief recap. I've been messing around a little bit so I could remember how the mechanics work and a little bit of the characters and all this sort of stuff. But we're gonna watch a little bit of a recap for all of us, even those of us who have played the first couple of games.
When the sun suddenly stopped in the sky, calamity followed. Stone-armored dredge poured out of the north. A darkness bled across the land, and a world-devouring serpent carved chasms in search of something. The races of men and Val fled south in vast caravans, dealing with the dredge General Bellower and the treachery of Borsgard's governor, Rugger, to eventually arrive at the human capital of Arborang. Rugger's scheming and old rivalries with the king of Arborang poisoned their chances for safety. Can they restore the peace before the city turns on itself? Juno and Eyvind, powerful spellweavers who claim they can turn back the darkness, continued on to the Valka libraries, where a terrible confrontation left Manahar in ruin. The spellweavers now have no choice but to push into the darkness itself, protected only by a spell of light and a reluctant crew of mercenaries. Will they be able to drive away the darkness before all of Arborang and humanity is swallowed up? And at what cost? One way or another, the saga comes to a close.
Yes, this was always meant to be a trilogy, and I feel that the first two games have two very different tones, and now that I see the recap, for the first game we have the way humans and Varl both deal with the dredge, this newfound enemy, and also the problem of the gods having died. I think that's what it was. The gods died, or nobody really knows. I think it's something like that. We do find some places that that are like old temples and stuff. But the problem is the sun is stopped in the sky, which is a bit of a problem, but not as much of a problem as you'd think. At least it doesn't really transpire too much into the game. It's more of the mythological problems that come from there. I say mythological, but really just that you saw that huge black thing, that black ball, that's consuming the whole world, and they were going to Arborang, which was to the south, because they wanted to just get out of there. We have a huge map in the second game. And where in the first game we sort of have two teams that join together at the end to become another one that goes to... They're also going to a place, I think... if I remember correctly, it is a city in the middle of the map to find somebody that was important for them to eventually get to Arborang. In the second game, you start off as one team, and then they split. For that, I think we're going to have two teams. And we very much have two teams. We have one, my favorite team actually, the one with Juno, not just because it's the storyline that has the most questions left unanswered, but also because it's like one that has... I don't remember his name, but he was a Varl that was just really powerful. And I really liked him. Yeah, oh, that's right. He had two axes, and he was just really, really powerful. And I think that's this team over here. So maybe they're gonna be the main characters. Apparently, we don't start with them though. We start with the one where Aletta, I believe, is Alette. Yes. And yes, it's her, because I chose Rook to fight whoever it was, the Bellower, in the first game, and he died. So yeah, he was a very protective father, and at least as I saw him in my playthrough. And we're gonna import the save from the previous game.
We were as far from safety as we could have been. Me, Rook, and Alette.
That's that guy.
In a
this
small
guy.
town of Skor. So much has changed since then. We traveled the length of the world to escape serpents and dredge. And still it was not enough. What I do now is madness. Somewhere in the darkness, I've been told, lurks an answer to all our desperate questions. I will make sure it sees the light of day. All I care about now is that the friends, no, the family I fought to deliver to Arberang, live to see the sun move again.
The true hero comes reluctantly. Yeah, as I said, we're starting in Arberang. I did a little bit of this battle so I could remember all that was going on. I don't know who's attacking though. Oh, it's that guy, the guy that has the shaved sides of his head. I don't remember his name though, but I guess we're gonna learn over here. Get up, they're coming again, says Oddleaf. That's her right there. Already? How? I don't remember him. He's a bard. You're exhausted. This is the narrator. Though the king has given you sanctuary on Arberang, it came with a condition. Do your part to repel the siege at the walls. A siege being waged not by Dredge, but by a man you helped escape from Borsgard, Ruga. Yes, that was sort of my fault. Although I do think that if he hadn't escaped, it would be the other guy that he escaped from. He ended up killing him. It's a complicated matter. Rugel's loyalists are already back. They've got a battering ram, says Oddleaf. Alette? Are you alright? Yeah, remind me how we ended up coming all this way just to fight our own kind? It's not that the Dredge don't have some sort of... I hesitate to call humanity, but they seem to be people as well, even though they don't speak to us in normal ways. I know, I hate it too, she says. There's thousands of refugees out there, but there's only one reason they're waging a war. Ruga, says Alette. Yeah, he's a scumbag. And he watches safely from a war tent while his battermen assault the gates. That man poisons everything he touches, says Aleo. He's tried to take the throne in Arberang before, the rumor goes. I almost can't blame the king for leaving him to the crows. But the rest of them don't deserve to suffer for it, says Oddleaf. You hear a chorus of shouts from the gates and a resounding creaking of wood. Arberang's guards rush to their stations. They've broken through the front gate, says Oddleaf. Hurry, we can't let them get a foothold. Oh no. This is gonna be the first battle? Oh no. I say oh no because I have taken a decision that is gonna backstab me? No, it's gonna bite me in my stab of the back a lot. I'm gonna play this game on hard. I played the first ones on normal, it was a normal challenge. There were a couple of occasions where I had to redo the battles, but for the most part, it was okay. I could live with my failures. But I'm gonna play on hard, and I'm gonna show you just how bad I am at tactical games. I have done some things. Just recently, I finished Baldur's Gate 1, which incidentally, by the way, this game, the guys at Stoic, they're ex-Blizzard. Well, I think the studio was founded by ex-Blizzard, not Blizzard, sorry, ex-BioWare employees. I don't remember the name of the head, though. But yeah, so yeah, I did finish Baldur's Gate 1 on maximum difficulty with a single character. That was a thing, and I did Pillars of Eternity on maximum difficulty. I also did that, and these things, but I am not very good. I love turn-based strategy. I love it's my jam. It's what I love it, but I'm not as good as I wanted to be. Anyway, we have I've been looking at this and just getting some refreshers on the abilities here that these guys have. We'll look at them during combat. I have also decided on what team I'm gonna go with. It's basically the same. I could have Eric with us, because I believe he's a healer. Grant an ally 2 willpower, ignore 2, 6, and 9 armor. That's on a normal one. And the light step, superior, yeah, I don't know. But we are not gonna run with healers, which might be a problem, actually. I don't know who has healing. Is that her? No, she's a ranger. Oh, but we have 2 rangers, because we also have need over here. The healers are not here, basically, because that's, Juno is the healer. Are you the healer? Impale on knock, critical, and then embolden. No. Anyway, we're running with this team. We're gonna level them up where needed, because apparently some of them are not leveled up. There's some points available down here. So let's see. Over here we have Mogre, and he's maxed out over there, and we can get special abilities over here. I spent half of the second game not really understanding this mechanic, and I was just, I'm an idiot. Anyway, what I want from him is to ignore damage. He ignores strength damage. Do I really want that, though, I suppose? Resist 1 strength damage. 20% chance to resist 3 strength damage. Do I want that? Or maybe this one over here. 15% to avoid strength attack. And the lucky shot over here. 50% bonus hit chance. That's really nice. Now, this is better to level up than this, for example, I suppose. That's just for willpower. And the reason for that is because we need to spend 5 points over here rather than 1 over here to be ready to do that. That's a cost for puncture to avoid armor attack. Yeah, I kind of want divert, and because he's going to be a tank. What are his abilities? Yeah, he has... I don't understand this one. I was trying to understand it, but this one is pretty simple. Basically, just he taunts the enemy. So I'm going to go with this one. No, actually, should I go with strength? He has so much armor. The problem is strength always does 1 damage, if I'm not mistaken. So they can sort of chip away at it. Divert. Yeah, I'll go with divert. And then I'll go with this eventually. Let's go with that. And also armor break is nice to have. So that's it for him. We have a promotion over here. 19. I'm not gonna go with that. So they all have their items, but I don't know if that is... I mean, I think these were the ones I chose in the second game, but I'll have to pay attention to that. Time will come when we do that. Okay, so for Skathak, yeah. Some armor. He's very movable. He moves around a bunch. So I could go with that, or I could specialize in things for extra resist strength, bonus critical chance. He's pretty good at that. Chance to cause a puncture and to avoid armor attack over here. Then again, so that is for... What is this? Exertion is the amount of willpower we can use. This one is the armor break. Yeah, I kind of want to go... Kind of want to have him come in armor and break armor. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's not the best thing to do with these characters for sure, because you definitely want special abilities. But that's how we're gonna go for right now. And Mogre can't level up because he doesn't have enough kills, and actually it's gonna be a tricky thing to get him to level up. We're not promoting anyone because we don't have a lot, and I don't know where a lot of renown, and I don't know what we're gonna need for. So let's ready for battle. And let's see what happens. Let's see the terrible things that I'm gonna do. Oh boy. Come quick! They're nearly through. Yeah, we're defending the gates. So, as I said, I tried this a little bit before. Oh boy, now I'm actually looking. There's a lot of dead. I tried this a little bit before, and the plan that I was thinking of before I started recording is to sort of defend these passages over here. What is that? What does this do? I didn't notice that. Okay, change of plan. We're sticking together. Actually, sticking together might be a bad thing. Okay, first off, let's press tab, or this one over here, so you guys can tell what's going on. It's better for you, and it's better for me as well. I tended to just sort of hover over them, but for Let's Play, it's better this way. So I can also zoom in. There's no reason for that right now. This is a pretty huge battle, and these guys are... excuse me. And these guys are actually pretty powerful. They have different abilities, but the one that I really don't like is this guy. Yeah, there is a series of strikes. Each randomly attacks strength or armor. So that's really good against just chipping away at us. We basically don't want to take health damage, because that one doesn't regenerate. You need to rest for it to regenerate, if I remember correctly. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I do know that I want him at the front, but he's going to be very slow, isn't he? How does the... Oh, that's right. I don't have the order optimized. I don't have the order optimized. Yeah, we're going to stay back, I think. You guys are gonna stay back here. And I want you over there. I want to see what that does, because I'm pretty sure that can be used. Can break this thing or something. It doesn't have health, though. That's weird. Anyway, let's see what happens. So, push over braziers and uses 0 out of 1. Get closer. So that does work. We just need to overexert ourselves. Are they not going to be able to get through? Okay, let's wait. Let's rest and see. One thing that I didn't experiment off camera is to see what rest actually does. I think it's not for this thing. This is for giving them more willpower. I think it gives them more willpower, but willpower says it doesn't regenerate. So I don't know what rest does. He does have more willpower than normal. Okay, that's perfect. So, that guy's coming in. Still not... Wait a minute. No. You have more willpower than normal. What? That's Hakon. No, he has. Gunnulf over here. Gunnulf also has more willpower than normal. That's interesting. Let's look at his abilities. He has Forge Ahead, which is really nice to make some of these characters just be a little bit faster. But it just basically... It doesn't like, for example, like he goes and then he goes. If I send Hakon over here... That's Hakon, right? Yes. If I send him over here to the front, basically he's going to be over there, and she's going to be over there, and he's going to be over here. And these guys go at the same order. They all look the same, so they don't have names. They're terrible people. They're Raid Master Champions. Oh boy, the death. The death that's going to happen. Okay, so what I want is I actually want him to move forward, because he needs to be bait. But the problem with him is that I don't know when he goes. That's him right there, isn't it? That's him. That's him. Yeah, that's him. It's kind of tricky to see. But it is. So I don't need the Forge Ahead. Let's rest and see if that brings it above 8 somehow. I don't think it does. It does. That's kind of incredible. That's kind of incredible. Okay, so this is already going much better than my stupid attempt at trying to use the abilities, because I was just going in there and just it didn't go well. It wasn't meant to go well on my just refreshing memory attempt, but I want... So I can't do that from here, but I want to... So I should be able... This is a 2... Yeah, I should be able to use this. Drive them... Oh! Oh! Okay, so you don't break it. Oh, well, actually you do, but I thought he was going to attack it. Now, what does that mean? Well, you're done. You could do other things, like Malice, but you don't have much range on that. Can you do Bring the Pain? No, that's even worse range. Okay. And yeah, they do that. They're sort of wimps. Okay, now for Alette, there was one ability that I tried with her, because I wanted to see how that works. And I remember it being very, very powerful, which is the Overwatch. The problem with the Overwatch is that it didn't work for me. I sent her way ahead, and then this guy, I think, came in and murdered her. Didn't murder her, but did a lot of damage. As you can tell, 14 strength over there. That's 14 damage for the strength. So she would die, but that's -7, so she became a 3 strength. We're gonna get to see that pretty soon. So let's see. Wait for enemy movement within bow range and fire. I don't understand why. I don't understand why that is. She doesn't have range, though. These guys do have range. Maybe. Over here should be safe for her. Let's move her up. And I'm not going to use that. Because... Well, actually, it's nice, but it uses two points. Because you can tell the bow range right here. That's good, isn't it? I'm not crazy. It is. Why didn't it work? I guess we'll never know, because it was off camera. Let's see if it works now. Okay, so they're preparing, and then there's you. As for you, I want you to just be ready. I don't know if... Maybe it's because she can shoot through or something. He has Trample, which does damage based on how far away you are. That has a 3-slot range. That's good. And then he has Mule Kick, which does a thing that I don't remember exactly, but I think it has something to do with attacking through your friends or something. Or with your friends. Okay, that's really nasty, actually. That's really nasty. Now, she has... What does she has? Bird of Prey, which fires an arrow at a greater range with 100% chance to hit, which is really nice because she can't hit these guys. And I don't know if it does break damage, but we'll see. Target a tile and stun an enemy when they step on that. So this would be a perfect ability for this particular battle. Let's Rain of Arrows over there. She doesn't have range. But one thing I want to make sure... They can't attack diagonally. Some enemies can. I think some enemies can only attack diagonally. So if I do this... Move her up there. And then do the Rain of Arrows... right there. So... times 3 plus 2... What? So traps 1 tile, times 1 strength damage if entered within 1 turn. And times 3 plus 2. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? I'll go with that. She doesn't have the mend, so it doesn't matter too much. One thing I didn't understand is whether that affects... how exactly that works in terms of... this is dangerous with him. In terms of attacking multiple guys, or if it's 3 arrows for the same person. Okay, so you can actually come over here if you want to. And you have a decent amount of strength. No, who's that? Yeah. They have a decent amount of strength. They can get through you, which is nasty. Sundering Impact. Added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. So that would be pretty awesome, but I don't know how the... Yeah, because the range is a problem here. So they have a passage through there? Yes, there's 2 passages here. So I kind of want to just sort of fall back. He's pretty fast. I'll fall back. They're really not interested in attacking, which is interesting. So I'll move you... He only has 14... Yeah, I'll move you over here. I'll move you down here, actually. That might be a good idea. Then again, it isn't. Let's move you over there. Because they can't attack diagonally. That's good. And I have Forge ahead. And that would bring you up. But I don't need to. Let's just continue with that. Forge ahead is going to be so useful. And we have someone. He got a deflection. She attacked. Oh, maybe that's what happened. Okay, now he's tanking, which is great. And I can mend that. So that's pretty good. And what is that? What's that thing over there? Stone wall. Ah, okay. So he... Back here? Really? That's you? Yeah, it is. How is that stone wall? That's not stone wall. Why do you have a stone wall? Seriously, why do you have a stone wall? That's what he's using. That's the ability he's using. Blocks damage to strength and armor for 1 round. Yes. Oh, yeah. And then she has Overwatch. Okay, so she fires 2. Okay, good. That's pretty good, actually. Unfortunately, she goes there, which means that he's not going to get hit, but there it is. So you want to break his armor. Oh yeah, you want to break his armor. Like a lot. And then Aled is gonna teach him what's good. So Aled has got 6 damage right there. I do want to make sure that his armor is good. So I can wait a little bit. Especially because... Yeah, I can wait a little bit. Let's get her to mend you. So how much do you mend? Restore armor up to half of the mender's current willpower, which means it's 4, and that is good enough because that's exactly how much. No, actually, it's not exactly how much, but 17 armor is good. Okay, and they're still very defensive there, but I should be able to do a bunch of damage, enough to sort of make him not real. Actually, I can do better. So if I attack from here, from there, yeah, so that would attack him. Because I'm going to use my special ability now. Let's see if he can. He has an ability that's really cool, which is after he attacks, he can move 3 tiles. That's nice. Oh, that's the 3 arrows. Yep, that's what you get, you jerk. You absolute jerk. Okay, then we have you. Are you going next? Yeah, this guy... Shield wall. Yeah, he's not going to be a danger. He will break some armor, which is a problem. But, and honestly, that's really the best thing I can hope for her. Because, let's just kill him. I could move her a little bit, but I'm going to move her a little bit. Just a little bit. That's not too necessary to move her a lot. Okay, so we got our first little thing over here. Ooh, that's morale. I forgot about that. That's a general thing, I think. The morale. Okay, now you are very fast. We have some people... It's an interesting pacing for this battle. that they're so... Yeah, he's gonna go with some exertion over there. That's why I did extra strength damage, which I don't appreciate. And you can't actually break very much. You have Forge ahead, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. So if I want to break you, that's gonna be you next. That's gonna be Alette next. The next Alette can actually break a lot of armor. So if I forge her ahead, so what happens is that she will break his armor, and then Gunnulf, what's his name? I don't. This is gonna be a problem with that much armor. What's his name? Moger, and then he. So I do this with exertion. Then he kills him. I think that might have been an exact. Might be too much. So that's 15 minus 6. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough for a kill. Okay, that's a bit of a problem, but he can break armor. So I'll move you over here, and that's. We might actually be able to now. Well, just go with a normal one then. I don't want to have health damage because that's health damage is really bad because it needs to be healed, I think. But we do have other people, so we'll see. I will break his armor from here, and hopefully he doesn't die or doesn't get knocked out. I don't remember exactly how that goes. And then get out of there, because we're gonna get a huge giant, not a giant, a Varl around here, doing a whirlwind attack and killing them both, I think. Let's see how that goes. So that's an exertion again for strength. These guys are real, they know what they're doing. Okay, so you are going next, so that is you right there, so you need to die. She can actually kill you if I move up, but I would rather attack you from here. I'm gonna need to be careful on your attack. So I'll send her as far away as possible. So I'll send her over there so I can do damage over here. It's good enough. Another renown in case I need it. That is beautiful. That is less beautiful. 2 health is really nasty. That's 9. Yeah, let's move you up. Although, well, this might be good. So, Whirlwind, Tempest. How does that work? So if I choose, I think it's like... It doesn't attack everyone. How many enemies? Strike adjacent enemies in a spin attack. But there's like a... You see these things? Look at that. You see that? It has like a... It feels... That's really interesting. Okay, so I definitely need to attack him. And I definitely need to attack you. So I'm gonna go with that. And I'll go with maximum damage. Okay, it's a riposte for 3 armor damage. That's fair. Then if I send you here, he's dead. Which is great, because that's also going to protect him, or should protect him. Just go with the normal damage. That's a little bit of more renown. That's for Alette. That's right, it's armor damage. Or is it the random one? I think it was the random one. Okay, who goes next? That's you. You are a problem, sir. Do you have an ability that stuns people? Wait for movement, no. Restore, no. Hits all units between the archer and the target, doing bonus. I think the Overwatch actually stops them on their tracks. However, it is dangerous to do it. Also, he's gonna deflect because he has too much armor. So what I want to do is I want to kill you. Yeah, he's a big danger. I want to break his armor, basically, but if I do that, he's gonna attack me. That's a big danger right there. I wonder what he's gonna do. I'm gonna move you up here, and I'm gonna do the Overwatch again. Because I think it stops them. Let's see. Put it to the test. It didn't deflect. No, it doesn't. I'll let it down. Okay. That's fine. That's not a problem. It sort of is, but it isn't. What is a problem is that he's so far up there. Let's not focus on him then. We have other people who can do break damage. And now that they're also running low, that's one thing with this system, which is interesting, is that because they're running low, I need him out of here. I need these guys gone, like this guy in particular. This is really dangerous. I need that. I'm actually gonna need to go with extra rake damage here, because what is your exertion? 3, so you're gonna need 2 more. Okay, so you attack him. And hopefully things go well. Okay, that was good. That was good. She has a bunch of exertion, not enough to kill him, but almost. Enough to make him sort of meh. And he goes for deflection because he has barely any strength. One thing I could try from you, though, because you still have a bunch of strength, is the Tempest. So you see that. You see that. It is possible to control who you attack, but not necessarily in the way I want to. Who goes next? That's you, so you definitely need damage to your face. 3 exertion here. It's for 10. I wish I could have another one. Let's see if I name my special ability. Sunderer Impact. Added strength, armor. 100% chance to hit. Strength damage +1. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a normal attack here. They're not gonna be too much of a problem. But yeah, what I was gonna say is this system has an interesting situation, which means the weaker your enemies are, or the fewer enemies there is, oh, that's how. That's how. Ooh, that's bad. The fewer enemies there are, Huh, let's see if it missed him. I don't think so. No, it did. Huh. That shouldn't work like that, because you saw how I cheated the game out of that. And then do you have... Yeah, the fewer the enemies, the more often they attack, whichever enemy you're dealing with. That does change now, because we're in Pillage mode. So now we all go, and he doesn't. So here, for example, I can just rest, and I can kill him by moving up over here and doing that. Is that really necessary? No. There's no reason for that. So we lost the net, and we took a little bit of damage. Yeah. On a hard difficulty, I don't think that was too bad. Alette has been injured. She's gonna need to be to rest. They don't die, which is a great thing. But I do have other people. So yeah, that's gonna be that for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We're getting ready for the journey. Look at that, clansmen and fighters in Varl. Yeah, we are. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.